What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about 6 different altcoins today. We're going to be going over ACH and GTC for Fonzie, JASMY for Coach Nick, and everybody else in the Discord. ORN for JGM, Kizuna for Matt Mac, and MLN, I believe that's Enzyme, for Lolomo, LOLOMO. Without any further ado, let's get into this. We're going to do some technical analysis. If you like the video, hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content. None of this is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I am wearing pajamas with skulls and crossbones on them. This is not financial advice. This is just for funsies. So let's get it donesies. Let's go. All right. All right, ACH, man. From this high to this low, relative high to low, using our fib, handy-dandy fib retracement tool. Looking at the RSI as well, it's a very strong, very nice-looking RSI. You're poised to go upwards. You have closed at your 382. You're moving above it now. You're definitely poised to move up to 3 to 3.32 cents. Will you get there? That's a good question. Let's look at the daily, take a little bit of a deeper dive into this. I want to look at this real quick. 1272 hit. Yeah, let's look into it. Let's see. So you've broken out of this last kind of like high range here, right? You're right now kind of holding support at previous areas of resistance, but you could go lower. You could go down, I mean, to this daily high close here. You could even go to like this kind of lower of the 3 highs kind of close here. Somewhere between, I know there's a lot of lines on here. Here, I'll delete it for you. Somewhere between 2.37 cents to 2.25. Somewhere around there could be your next low. You might hold support here. It's possible as well. If we take this high to this low, relative high to low, man, I really do. I like that line there, 2.36 cents. That's your 886. Seeing your 1272 hit like that, you barely missed it, but we'll call it a hit nonetheless. Going back to your 886 and then continuing higher, it's a very common thing to do. You don't even need to hit your 886. You could just turn around from here, but it wouldn't be crazy at all. You're so close. I would love to see it happen just for technical analytics sake. But looking at the 4 hour, I'm not convinced that you go there, man. I kind of think you hold this trajectory up. We'll see. I can be wrong. Yes, you have lower lows in your 4 hour RSI, but higher lows in your price. It's hidden bullish divergence. In an uptrend, that means something to me. So, oh my goodness. You did. You did hit your 886. Wow. Look at you. You did. You literally did. You're going up. That's all I needed to see. Yeah, you're going up. We're going to see you at probably likely 3.009 cents to 3.3 cents very soon. Very soon. You're not going to, if you go lower, it's not going to be by much. I'm very convinced of that. You're going higher, man. Good job. Looks good. Proud of you. Okay. GTC. And I mean, honestly, too, probably higher than that. Like probably higher than that. That's just the immediate look for now. But I mean, if you look at this, like you're probably going to go above this high at some point. I want to take a look real quick, actually, top to bottom. Yeah, you're inevitably going to see prices that are above 10 cents even, right? Higher than that. But for now, that's that 3 to 3.33 cent area is what I'm looking at. GTC USD on Coinbase, sure. I love GTC. This is one that I've been talking about. I've been in it since it was below $1, right? But I didn't own a lot. I really started making my first purchases closer to like $1.15. I want to say it was like around here after it moved up out of these like low areas. It's still in this low area for what it's worth. Even at $1.52, going from a low of like 80 cents to it, now you're at $1.52. It's still low. You're still in this kind of low accumulation range. When you break out, it's going to be nice. I do expect good things from GTC to happen. But let's get into the more immediate TA. The weekly RSI looks fine. It's not really spectacular, but it could be. But we'll see how that works. The daily RSI looks very strong, but it does look like it wants to cool off right now. Let's see how today closes. If you can flip the day green, which wouldn't take much, you're at 2.5% down. If you can flip this day green, this would actually look really good. But let's see how it looks. Or if you held price here and then the next day was green, that would be good as well. But if you go lower, that could change things to a little bit more of a bearish look for the time being. You're at $1.52. When I say a little bit more bearish, I mean $1.25, $1.20. Probably not even below $1.15. A higher low nonetheless, right? So let's see how you do. The 4 hour does imply that you want to go down. So does the 1 hour. Come on now. Yeah, definitely. I say definitely, but it could not. So let's draw a relative fib here. This low to this high. Maybe this is a better one. No, I like this one more. Okay, 382, 236 hit, down to your 0.5, your 618. You could go to like $1.28, $1.30, $1.20. That's probably where you're going, and then higher. Will it go straight to $5 from here? Probably not. It'll probably just continue to do this thing where it's like consolidating, right, wig-wagging for a while, and then when it decides to, it'll break out. Is that tomorrow? Is that next week? Is it next month? Is it 4 months from now? I don't know. But all in all, I do expect good things for GDC. For now, I think it's going down. If you want to get into it, not financial advice, none of it is, but I wouldn't think buying here's a good idea, right? After like your most bullish week you've seen in a while, which by the way was not a breakout week, it was with decreasing volume too. You're still at areas of resistance. I would not recommend buying here. Not financial advice. Do what you want. It's your money. But I would think that you could see a little bit of a discount if you just wait like a day, 2 days, maybe a week. Who knows how long it takes to get down there, but below $1.30 is where I think you're going if you want a little discount. Inevitably, that's what I was going to talk about. Inevitably, I do think that you're going to go higher. High to low. You'll see prices at $7.50, $9.30. That's just a starting point. I do think this thing could see new all-time highs this cycle. That could take you all the way up to $77, $130, $270. All possible. All possible. Let's look it up on the CoinGecko just to show that I'm not fibbing here. I use fibs, but I'm not fibbing, man. I try my best not to. 92 million, 92.5 million. Very low market cap, okay? From its current price to reach the 1272, it's only a 50x. Only 50x is crazy, but a 100x from here would be a $9.2 billion market cap. That's absolutely achievable. It's a high market cap, but it's an achievable market cap. A 100x, by the way, would take you all the way up to, you're at $1.52, it'd take you to about $152, right? So, I mean, going up here, that would still put you below a $20 billion market cap. That's absolutely possible as well, yeah. So 270, seeing a 176x in GTC by the end of the cycle, is it possible? Absolutely. It's even possible to go higher. But nonetheless, I don't know where it tops at. Maybe it tops at 77, maybe it tops at 777. But for now, I do think you're going down. You're in this accumulation range. When it breaks, you're going to make a quick move up to this 382 probably, if not the 61869 area, right? You're going to do quick things, but inevitably throughout the cycle, I think you have a lot higher prices to go. But for now, probably down in the more immediate time. I do like GTC. I really do. It's one of the coins that I'm invested in personally. I own a small bag of it. I wish I had a little bit more in it, but there are other coins that have me more convinced that they're deserving of higher prices. I'm still pretty convinced that this one sees those prices. I think it's more than capable of doing that, but you never know. You never really know. But I do like GTC. I really do. Look into it. It's kind of an interesting coin, right? It's like decentralized GitHub, essentially. There's another coin called RAD. Little shout out to RAD. It looks like this, Radical, or it's also called, it's something else. I think it used to be called Radical, but if you look it up, it's like something else, like Rad Network. I don't know. It's very similar to GTC. So I would expect if GTC goes up, RAD probably goes up. It's the Litecoin to Bitcoin's Bitcoin, right? Or maybe the XLM to XRP. Let's talk about JASMY. JASMY, coins in the air, man. It's just my opinion. Let's see. Oh my goodness, still crazy. 86% up. Yesterday, wow. That is a huge move, man. 50%, wow, in a day. I forget what my opinion was. I want to say I was bullish. I don't remember. I hope I was bullish, because if not, man, I should remember, because I feel like I made a whole long segment yesterday talking about it. Let me see. I'm curious. I'm really curious right now. Go to my videos. Come on now. Where's my JASMY coin? Would it have been in the long list of videos that I made yesterday? I said breaking out. Maybe I was talking about it. So that's a breakout move with breakout candle. Yeah, it's just getting started. I bet I was bullish. I can't remember. So hopefully I was. Because wait, where did you move to? That's the question real quick. I'm getting all caught up. You moved to 0.007. Yeah, looking like you wanted to break out. Okay, yeah. I would assume that I would have been bullish. But if I wasn't bullish, I probably would have said something like, maybe you pull back, whatever. I'm getting caught up in the what ifs. Let's talk about the right now. Let's talk about the right now. Who cares? I definitely don't care if I was right or wrong. I'm just trying not to be like a liar. Like if I was wrong, I don't want to try to take credit for being right. So I'm just not going to take credit or take blame because I really don't remember. Top to bottom, going up to the 382, very likely going up to the 382. We'll see you at 1.74 cents. That's that. 1.74 cents, probably a little bit above it, maybe around $2 even. Don't be thrown off just because we break this 382. Maybe we go to $2.20. Don't think that you're going to the moon just yet. I mean, that's a pretty big move up in a very short amount of time. But is that going to happen this week? Is it going to happen next week? Yes, maybe to either of those. It could happen the following week even. But I do think you're going to see a significant move up to there. If not, potentially, as crazy as it sounds, you could move all the way up to here. This previous area of resistance, previous area of support, all the way up to here at about 3.666 cents, right? You're at 1.2 cents now. So you might be on your way for bigger and badder things. And absolutely, you could see prices all the way at your 61869 before you see some kind of significant retracement. Does that happen this week? Probably not. Over the next month or two, maybe. You know, after the halving, probably. But before the halving, it's a possibility. What the heck? I think I had water on me from drinking water. Anyways, yeah, looks good. Weekly RSI looks good. Daily RSI looks good. Look at that beautiful bounce off the overbought zone. Yeah, I think I was bullish on it yesterday because that's a nice bounce you had. Anyways, with the volume, man, it all looks good. This is just the beginning, you guys. Look, right? I think I do think I was bullish yesterday because I remember saying it on this that if you wanted to load up before this thing really breaks out of its range, now's the time to do it. And literally today, like within the last 24 hours, we actually just had a huge breakout. This just happened. It just happened. It's not going to stop here. If it does stop here, let me rephrase that. If it does stop here, maybe you see a standard pullback to a previous area of breakout, and then you move higher, something like that, okay? That's why it's not a good time to buy here. Your good time to buy was below this line, right? Well below it. Hold on. Oh, I'm gonna die. It's okay though. It's got a full battery. But now that you're up this high, you're up 85% this week. You could absolutely, and I do think that you continue higher to prices that are probably 100% away from here, if not more. But within that time frame, you could pull back 30%, 50%, 20%, whatever. Like if you buy here, I made a video talking about this on I think HZen. A grayscale trust, saying the same thing. If you buy here, mentally prepare yourself for a pullback that could take you down to 7.6 cents because it's a very true and very common thing to do, to check back at a previous area that you broke out on, like at the point of break, right, which would be right at this point of resistance over here, right, like literally like right there, okay, maybe a little bit lower, something like that. Yeah, I like that more. But very well as well, because you've been accumulating for a long time. This is a very nice bottom. You could just continue. You might be finally letting loose the goose, man. It might be time to let this birdie fly. And when you like to move up, man, you like to do it even in a downtrend. You like to do it in spectacular fashion. Whether it's 1 to 2 weeks or 4 to 5 weeks, like you like to do it in spectacular fashion. So at no point soon do I think this thing's done. I think you do have more growing to do, but we'll see. That remains to be seen. Immediately in the immediate term, sure, you could pull back a little bit, sure. It won't be long. It'll get bought up. If it does see any pullbacks, take that as an opportunity to get in. Do not take it as an opportunity to get out. Not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I wish I was in this thing right now, man. I don't own any JASMY coin, but I've heard good things about it. Definitely a nice move, right? And this is what these cryptos are going to do right now, guys. All the ones that have been accumulating, you're going to see them start to pop off. They're going to take turns. Right now, it's JASMY coin's turn. When it sees like more growth, if I was holding this thing, I wouldn't sell all of it. I wouldn't even sell probably like more than 20%, but I might sell like 10 to 20% of it, put it into coins that have yet to break out, and watch those profits turn into even more profits and just repeat the cycle, right? Anything that's been consolidating for a while that hasn't broken out yet, but it looks like it wants to, don't sell those coins for the coin that's already broken out. Don't do that. Don't chase the dragon. You're going to get burned, okay? This is a very violent breakout right here. You don't want to get swept up in that in an emotional state of matter. So I don't know. What I'm trying to say, guys, is if you buy here, prepare yourself for a drop. It could happen. If you're thinking about selling here, prepare yourself for higher prices. It could happen. It really could happen. Regardless of what happens in the more immediate term, I absolutely believe in a very short amount of time, we're going to see prices above 2 cents, probably even above 3 cents, okay? And there's the potential to go to 5 or 6 cents, 7 cents even before it's all said and done, before you see some kind of significant correction, right? I think this thing just let loose. It's going to continue upwards for the weeks to come. So any opportunity down is just an opportunity to buy. Don't take it as an opportunity to get out. You will be selling low points. You will be getting burned. Don't play that game. Just be patient with this thing. I think if you hold on to this thing for longer than just a couple weeks, you could see it at new all-time highs. It's a very nice bottom. It's a very nice reaction you're getting right now out of it, out of this long accumulation phase. I very much do think you could see new all-time highs. So if you're patient enough, you could see more than a 30-something X from the current price, okay? But if you want to play the game, that's up to you. I'm not a financial advisor. This isn't financial advice. I'm just trying to say this thing wants to go, man. It wants to go. Looks good. Where's it going to go? It's really hard to say. I don't know if I'm at liberty to divulge this information, but probably anywhere from 1.746 cents to 5.47.7 cents in that range. It's a very big range. Very common to find resistance a little bit above the 382, pull back to your 236, and then move up. Look at that 236 being right at your previous area of resistance right there, previous area of support even. Very common maneuver to do, okay? Then you go up to your 618 area, right? Or your 0.5, and then you pull back to your 382, and then you go up. It depends on how it wants to do it. You could, because this is a breakout move from a very long phase of accumulation, you could just move straight up to your 618. Who knows? That's why it's such a big range. But I would very well assume, very confidently assume, you get stopped out between 7.78 cents and 1.74 cents. It's a very big range, but that's the range that we're given. I personally do expect that you find resistance around $2, just below that, but really close to $2. That's where I think you're going right now. Sorry, 2 cents, not $2, 2 cents. You're at 1.2 cents now. 2 cents is where you're going to find some strong resistance. And if not, we'll see you at 5 to 7 cents. You just broke out. It's not done here. Even if you find resistance here, it's not done there. Like it's gonna move up. So enough time on that. Spent way too much time on that. That's JASMY. Good job, JASMY. Jazzing my hands up, man. I know it's jazzing some people's hands up. They're like this right now, you know. But anyways, Orion Protocol also jazzed some people's hands up, broke out of its kind of accumulation range, its downtrend for sure. That is the highest price you've seen in a very long time. Very solid volume as well. You're chilling. You're chilling. Whatever. You moved up. You're flagging. You're moving sideways, right? You're chilling. You could move up from here. You could bounce off the overbought zone. This you literally could see a day just like JASMY did, or JASMY. You could see it move up like this from here. Maybe it does continue to kind of just move sideways in this range for a couple days, a couple weeks. Who knows? I wouldn't think you'd be in this range for long, but hard to say. Let's see. You really could pull back to like $1.20, $1.21. I'm kind of in favor of that just with the look of the daily RSI. But let's see. If today closes green, that could be a different story. You know, you could absolutely start to look better. The 4-hour doesn't look as encouraging to me. I think you do. I think you go to $1.21. That's my personal opinion. Somewhere around there, it's common to go a little bit below your 382. You could bounce right off it. You could go a little bit below it. Just because you're at $1.10 when I'm calling for $1.21 does not mean that it's over, right? Maybe you find support at $1.05 and then move up. But probably lower for now and then up. Where are you going to go? Hard to say. That's a lot of volume. There's not a lot of chart to go off of. I would assume your 618, 6.9 area. 3.67, 4.68. You're at 1.64 right now. So, wow, look at that, man. Wow, I did not see that, did I? That's really nice. Ooh, hold up now. Hold on to your socks. You might not go to $1.21. It's hard to say. Let's see how today closes. You didn't close below the 382. You haven't closed below it today either. If you move up today, if you turn green, especially if you can get a day to close above, even if you close today green, I'm not 100% convinced, but if you get a day to close above $1.88.4, I'm convinced that you do not move lower. You will move up higher to that 61869 area at anywhere from like 370 to 470. So hard to say. The 4-hour RSI does lead me to believe that you're moving down, but this fib looks somewhat significant. Like, this is a pretty classic move when talking about stronger moves up. You break above your 382, pull back to it for support, and then build. You're at the point where you would build. You pulled back, you could build. So let's see how it goes. Again, though, if you go lower, it's not a bad look. It's okay. Find support somewhere around $1.21, around their previous areas of resistance, and then move up from there. It's not a bad thing. But 4-hour RSI, the shorter term RSIs do lead me to believe that we would go down, but this is the one thing, and it's not a small thing. This is a pretty big thing, keeping me reserved from being so confident that it goes down. You very well could find support here. Pairing that with the fact that the daily RSI is right at its overbought zone, you could bounce here. It could look really good. So let's see how today closes. Let's see how the week closes. Let's see how that goes. If you do close above $1.88.4 on any given day, upside, it's on. Okay, absolutely, it's on. Anyways, so Ryan, let's talk about Kazuna. Ooh, look at your volume. What's its market cap, though? Why can't I know? There's got to be some way to know. I can find it on my phone so easily, but on here it's like, no information, not for you. It's got to be here somewhere. I don't know, man. I'm not going to spend more time looking for it. All right, we're going to do this. Kazuna. 31% today. Good job. 49 million. So it's not that impressive a volume. It's like I'm glad that you're not lower, but it's not like impressive volume. Impressive as of relevant volume, yes, as of late. Good job. Definitely a breakout looking move in my opinion. Yeah. All right, we're going to need a relative strength index. Doesn't help. It looks strong. It looks strong, but you're at the point where you could pull back a little bit. If you were to pull back, you could pull back all the way down. You're at 115, sorry. You could pull back to 7028 from here and then build. And it's such a low market cap that kind of volatility is not something to it's very much something to expect, is really what I should say. You could go to your 1618, 7088 before seeing it turn around. It's really hard to say. Let's look at the 4-hour. I think you want to go higher. I do. Yeah, I think you want to go higher, man. Yeah. We'll see you at 7088, 7089 area or higher. Yeah, I think you want to go higher. Looks good. Yep, that's Kazuna. Let's finish this bad boy up with MLN. And I think we already know what the winner is. It's probably JASMY coin. You know, I don't even know if it is. It probably is. It probably stands to gain the most in the shortest amount of time. Kazuna might, but it's more risky So just overall safety and potential gains, and what I'm like more certain in, I think JASMY, whatever it goes by, I think that's the winner. Even though it's already moved up so much, that's probably the winner. But I really think the real winners would be stuff like this, or stuff like GTC, things that have yet to break out. They're looking like they want to, but they've yet to do it. Those are the real winners. They're the diamonds in the rough. They're still in the rough, yet to be found. See how shiny they are one day. 1838. If it goes lower, probably doesn't go lower, but this looks like it's in an accumulation range waiting to break out as well. I like the weekly RSI. I do. I really do, actually. I like the daily RSI. Again, if you go lower, probably not going to go substantially lower. Like, really not at all. I doubt you go below 1790, 1780. You're probably going to continue to work your way up, and then have your moments where you slip up, whatever, go like that, and then, you know, who knows really how it's going to look, but probably just climbing your way up. Oh, man. You might be due for a breakout. Like, not a breakout, but like a fast move up soon, actually. Maybe you don't crawl your way up. Because you're at this point. The only reason I'm saying that is you're at this point right here where you found support, a bunch of support, right? You can see it. It's less visible whenever the line's not there, but like, you know, I've been doing this for 7 years, right? I'm sure there's a lot of you out there who can do this. It's not like oh, I'm so special because I can see this. No, it's just like, if to the untrained eye, it might look like a bunch of like who knows what. But if you've been doing this, if you do technical analysis, you know, it's pretty easy to see that this is a significant line right here. You're breaking it right now. You might actually see a big move up soon. Now, that doesn't mean that you're going to get out of this low range and then just move up to the heavens immediately. You actually might see some kind of pop soon. You're at $18. You could move all the way up to $28, man. Maybe $25. Maybe you only move up to $20, but some kind of move up, some nice move up. I think you're going to see a move probably that takes you up to like $28 genuinely in a short amount of time, and probably higher than that even. 32, 30, like really, you could in a very short amount of time. It's going to happen. It's going to be a fast move. This whole slow crawling thing that I was saying, I take it back. I take it back. Let's look at this thing. Let's see what it is. Enzyme. This remains to be seen. Let's see here. Melonport, log, max. Yes, so this is the price action. Let's look at the market cap. Good. Good. I'm happy. I'm not disappointed. Good. Circulating supply versus total supply. It's not like totally diluted, but it's not a bad thing. It's really not a bad thing to have this much left. You know, it gives it room for like other, like if it's a legit project, the project itself has incentive to kind of keep building, right, and doing stuff like that. The people participating in the ecosystem are getting rewarded, probably, you know. I don't know the tokenomics. I don't know if they're available. Let's see. Tokenomics, yeah, probably not, but that doesn't mean it's bad. For what it's worth, I do think it wants to move up. Your next area, I would say, if I really had to say, is you're going to move probably to that 28 cent to 35 cent area in a very short amount of time. If you move down from here, it's not going to be by much, but I think this thing wants to make a move, and then you're going to see the real fireworks fly when you're above like this 35 cent area. You're going to see some, or sorry, I don't know if I said cent or dollars, but I meant to say dollars this whole time. If I said cent, I meant dollars. But you're going to see some things do well afterwards. But for now, probably up. Maybe I should say sideways and boring until you get this nice move up, right? It's going to happen soon. Pack your bags, man. If you want to get in on this thing, it's choo-choo, all aboard, final call. You could go way higher than I'm thinking. You're at $18 now. Maybe you go all the way up to like $60. Who knows? In a short amount of time. I just wouldn't think you would because you're at the bottom of this range. It's very uncommon to break out of a range like this, right? Like if you treat this whole thing like a range, to break out of it from the low, you normally like you make your moves up, you consolidate around there, and then boom, and then you break out, you know. So I wouldn't think that you just see a straight breakout right now, but inevitably $40, $80, $99 beyond that. If it sees new all-time highs, you can see prices at $552, $1534, stuff like that's possible, but we won't know until we get there. Let's see how you react to that $80 to $100 area, and for now, that $40 area probably. Yeah, I would say you're moving anywhere from like $28 to $40. I'll end it with that. That's my final opinion. If you're upset because my opinion changes throughout the video, that's because, guys, I'm doing the technical analysis right before your eyes. I don't know what the numbers, what the projections are going to be. I'm discovering it with you. Okay, so if it changes a lot and that upsets you, if you do technical analysis yourself, then you would understand. But if it upsets you, it's probably because you don't do it yourself. You come to people like me to do it. And I'm just doing my best, man. I'm just doing my best. So hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you all for coming. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.